So let's say you are somebody listening to this and you have flexibility with your job. They allow you to make the decision which days you show up, which days you don't. How does that person approach this process? What's the best way for them to understand how they work efficiently?
Yeah, I think you've got to be honest with yourself. And we talk about it a lot through this show is you really need to look yourself in the mirror and be honest. Do I work most efficiently being at home? Do I work most efficiently a hybrid model? Do I work most efficiently in the office? And what you need to take out of there is you need to take out the comfort aspect of it. You need to remove that like, hey, it's nice not having to get up, shower, get ready to go. You know, if I got to put on, makeup or I've got to, get my clothes dry cleaned, whatever, like you've got to remove all of that. And you've got to say, okay, how do I add the most value to the company? Is it a hybrid model? Is it working from home or is it working in the office? And be very honest with yourself because it's very nice saying, hey, I don't have to put pants on today. I can just put a shirt on and Zoom all day, right? That's nice, but are you really getting more done? Mm-hmm. Are you in a household where you've got young kids and it's chaotic? And anytime you're on a call, they're banging on the office door or they're running in, sitting on your lap. I mean, is that more effective for you when it comes to getting actual tasks done throughout the day? Are you distracted? Are you the type that like, okay, hey, I'm sitting at home. You know what? Like nobody's watching me now. I'm just going to get on social media I'm going to get lost in that for an hour. Yep. Or, hey, I'm just going to take a break and I'm going to watch a show that turns into 3 hours and I don't, you know what I mean? Are you that type of person? You need to be very honest and look yourself in the mirror and say, okay, hey, what pulls the best out of me? And I need to put myself in that setting. And I think I would say, and I'm just going to speak for myself, there's something to be said about a little bit of flexibility. Right. And the fact that, okay, hey, look, I can get up early and I can start working at 7 a.m. and I can get a bunch of stuff done. And then instead of taking that hour commute, getting to the office and starting at 8 a.m., I can work until 10 o'clock and then I've got a little gap and then I go into the office for a little bit. But that way I can get a bunch of stuff done first thing in the morning before anybody else is in the office. Yeah. That's worked for me. It's worked really, really well. Whereas the traditional, like you said, being in the office in your seat at 7 a.m., I mean, it may not work. Like for me, I work out at 6 a.m. Like now, it's really helped me in my efficiency. Then instead of going to the office and showering there and then walking over, and then by the time I get all that done, then it's really like 8:30. Where it's like, okay, hey, I work out at 6. I'm back home at 7:15. I shower and I'm in front of my computer at 7:30, and I knock out a couple hours of work, and then I head to the office.
Yeah, we talked about let's go down that scenario for a second because we talked last week about all the benefits of working out, and one of the benefits is the energy that it actually gives you and feeds you when you're done with a workout. Yeah. So let's just say that you were expected to be in the office at 7 a.m. Well, if you really do want to get your workout in, that means you're waking up much earlier.
Yeah, 4:15, 4:30.
Exactly. So maybe, 11 a.m. hits and you're starting to drag a little bit because you're – now, I don't want to I do understand there's an element of toughness here that you got to have. But at the same time, just running with this scenario, now that you're – getting your workout in and then starting work, you're going to be much more productive, even though technically you're working less hours. Yeah. Those hours are going to be more productive because you took care of your mental and physical health beforehand.
100%. And everybody's different.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. And you're a morning workout guy. Like you're like, I followed that from you and it took a little bit for me because traditionally I would be like, dude, my ideal workout time is 10 a.m. or 4 p.m. Like I love those times working out, but it was something that I'd adjust to. But it may be, okay, hey, I get up at 6 o'clock. I'm in my office chair in my house at 6:30. I can start early. I can work. But you know what? That gets my day done at 3:30, and then I go do my 4 o'clock workout. The flexibility as opposed to, okay, hey, I'm in the office at 7 and I'm there till 7, and I can only get my self-care done from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. or from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Yeah. There's a flexibility. And
not even because you got to factor in commute times, right?
You got commute times, you got family time, and that's what I struggled with for really the first 3 years. It was like, I don't know how to get a workout in if I'm in the office at this time. And then it's like, I can't call my wife and be like, hey, I know you're putting the kids down, but I'm just going to go to the gym on the way home. Mm-hmm.
No, that ain't
so now
fun.
I just don't see my kids at all during the week. Like that doesn't work.
Yeah.
So this has allowed for a lot. And like you said, for me, man, the energy, the effectiveness is so much better. And I'm getting more done while spending a little bit less time actually physically at the office.
Right. And it's uncomfortable at first to adjust to this. At least it is for me, because I have an old school.
Feel guilty, right?
Yeah, I have an old school mentality. So it does feel a little interesting to not start until 8:30 or 9 or whatever, and maybe be done in the evening. But because the technology changes, because we're able to literally work from anywhere, we have a coworker that went to, where did he go? Wyoming a few weeks back.
Yeah.
And he took all calls, everything. He didn't miss a beat.
Yeah.
And he was in another state. So that has allowed us, but it is a little uncomfortable. You got to get over that perception that, hey, I'm not working hard if I'm not in the office from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
And it's bad to admit, but I can't tell you how many calls I've probably taken in the last 4 months. And I've taken some with you where I'm literally in my car on a Zoom, but with the video off, taking calls with like sweat beads dripping off of my nose.
Yeah.
Right. Because I'm just finishing like a workout. But like, okay, that allows me, I can take a 7:15 a.m. call because the expectation market wide is like, look, there is some flexibility. We do have a little more grace. If the dog's barking in the background, that's fine. If you're taking it with no video from your car, that's acceptable now. Yeah. Whereas before it's like, okay, if I'm taking a 7:15 meeting, like I better be buttoned up, ready to go. We're in person, we're meeting at a coffee shop, or you're coming over to the conference room. Like that's the expectation. Yeah. Whereas now there's just a little more leeway, which I think we're finding one is relatable. People connect a little bit more because there's more empathy. But then two, it's like, okay, we're still getting the content done that we need to get through.
Yeah. Yeah, and speaking of understanding yourself, I am like you. I have a 4-year-old son and a 16-month-old son. So working at home is very difficult, especially because I don't have I have an office, but it's a converted dining room, so there's no door to close.
Yeah.
So it is very distracting to work from home because they're running in and out, they're messing with things. So for me, understanding myself, even if our company said, hey, work from home as much as you want, do whatever you want to do, I'm still going to go to the office because for me personally, I can be more effective and it's more beneficial to me to get out of the house.
That's right.